All right, ladies and gentlemen,
welcome back.
Okay, we know what happened last game. So, when we did the countdown, the guy for some reason private messaged me and said he picked the wrong race, but yet he let the whole game go without pausing or just leaving or saying, "Hey, I got the wrong race. You need to re-roll or whatever." So he just went with the Liberator Marine build because he was Terran. So. He just didn't speak up and didn't say anything. There was nothing to do with him private messaging me during the game because it would have popped up.
Yeah.
It's just he private messaged me before we went into the game, so it never popped up into the game, if that makes any sense.
And it never popped up when the game countdown was happening. It was an awkward situation all around,
yeah, it was just really bad timing and then him just not speaking up, so I didn't know if he was not speaking up just because he didn't want to interrupt everything or he just didn't know what to do. But it is what it is. He took the loss like a man. We still got a game. We got to listen to some rants. And, yeah, now we move forward into game number 3. And if our guy here, Mind Control, the star of this tournament, if he wins this game, that's the show. So Dr. Pluto, or whatever we want to call him, he needs to win to stay in this.
Dr. Pluto needs to get on that hype. I don't know, but what are the builds, Mr. Black? First, we got to hit me up with the noise of the Mexican president burning Donald J. Trump to the ground.
Oh, can we? No,
With Burns.
no,
With Burns.
no more politics.
You can't just quote him.
No,
you can't just quote him.
Move on to the next. Give me anything else. If I hear a Trump or a fucking Mexican or a fucking I don't know. Fuck. God damn it! No, you're not getting a sound out of me again. You had it with the walls last one. That was it.
Okay, all right, okay, fine. Hit me up with the noise of not having bacon for 3 or 4 straight years, and then you walk through your bedroom door, and somebody's cooking you bacon.
Is that bacon? Yes, it's maple bacon. Oh. Woohoo! Bacon, baby! Bacon! Boom! Boom!
That's the sound of getting bacon. Boom, boom.
Well, after 3 years of no bacon.
That's true. I'd be pretty fucking hyped too.
I mean, who does not like crispy bacon?
Vegans.
Okay. You got me there. Oh, they like crispy fake bacon.
They like the fake bacon.
Yeah, and you know what? The fake bacon actually isn't that bad.
No, it's gotten better.
Yeah.
When it first came out, my God, it was terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, it was just absolutely terrible.
But yeah, no, I remember Teo, his mom used to get like a lot of fake stuff, and I remember having fake bacon one day. And
was she on like that tofu replacement shit?
Yeah, actually, now that you say it, I don't know exactly what it was, but she did eat a lot of tofu, that's for sure, and she had a lot of fake stuff. And I remember one morning when I was living with them, I had some fake bacon, and I was like, man, this actually isn't bad at all. Like, this is really not bad. So, I'm sure that was years ago. That was like 15 years ago. So, or 14 years ago.
It's gotten better.
So I'm sure
they're getting real fancy.
It
with
probably tastes like bacon.
It's kind of
now.
like when gluten-free stuff first came out and everything was like the Sahara Desert dry, and now they've figured out ways of getting around that, and now you can get some pretty sick gluten-free stuff.
Let's go through the builds here before we talk too much. Dr. Pluto, he got Death from Above, which is what he was supposed to do last game. Player can defend his base with anything. Any aggressive attacks must include a minimum of 5 overlords full with banelings to be used in battle. These drops can be used as a diversion for other attacks on your enemy's base as long as the player is in combat somewhere else on the map. So in layman's terms, 5 overlords filled with banelings. You can do 2-prong attacks, but those banelings need to be used in one of the 2 bases. So for any major attacks, he needs to have those banelings loaded up.
Yes. Hopefully we'll get to see them used this time, because last time they sat in the corner of the map and didn't actually get used.
And this one, which made Mind Control famous, Power Overwhelming. Player can defend at base with anything, but all aggressive attacks must be done with Archons only.
That's highly unfortunate, because they kind of absorb Banelings like no tomorrow. Like, that's even if it's 5 Overlords full.
They do definitely absorb, but the great thing about it is he can attack with anything.
True.
He just needs to do the 5
Banelings.
So he can hard counter the Archons if he wanted to.
True.
You know, he can get Broodlords. He can get, you know, Swarm Hosts. He can do whatever he wants. He just needs to not go Ling and Baneling the whole game, and he should be okay. This guy already has 2 Archons. He's already harassing with 2 Archons. I mean,
that's pretty quick.
He doesn't mess around.
He's not waiting for this to drag on forever and then get Archon stuck in awkward chokes for 45 minutes. He's going straight to work.
Damn, dude, this is no joke. And he's also already done this build, so he's had some practice with it for over an hour.
This is true.
Like real life.
He lucked out on this one big time.
Yep.
Dr. Plato, unfortunately, did not luck out.
And this guy's really good with his Warp Prism, micro, picking up, dropping off. He always seems to get these Warp Prisms in sticky situations. He needs to just run. He can take some attacks here and just get out of there. Wow, he's just going to drop them off. Look at the micro. Let's go. I mean, he could even get really fancy and just start blowing up Zerglings, too.
He could. I mean, it takes forever for Zerglings to take down an Archon, so you could definitely, with a couple of those, wipe them out pretty quick. But I like it. I like that he was proactive and not just sitting in his base, which a lot of people tend to do, because these builds are, to be fair to people that aren't like Diamond or something like that, who have more experience with more races perhaps, when you get a crazy build like the builds that we have in this, it's obviously hard not to get flustered and just sit in your base and then try to accomplish the build because you're focused so much on the build itself. And then you got somebody like Mind Control who's like, to hell with all that bullshit. I'm just going to rush straight to 2 Archons and get straight to work and do some real harassing. And I like it, because this isn't the build that you would actually think somebody would harass with.
Yeah, and usually you would think that they would just build up a massive Archon and then just go. But this guy really, look, he's got a second one going. And I think he's also really confident. This, you know, Dr. Plato, and I don't want to shit on him. You know, he's good. He got to the semifinals.
He did. He made it, bro.
He's just not as good as the last guy that Mind Control played to get here. And so, was he doing these things against the last guy? Yes, but he wasn't as brazen, I should say.
Oh, there's a classic Jeff word hasn't been heard in a while.
He just wasn't as brazen. I think he's got a lot of confidence. It's kind of like, you know, when I'm watching UFC and the fighters are feeling each other out and then they have like one strong round, they go, you know what, I can actually let loose on this guy. I'm not afraid of him. And so the confidence goes up, and thus they do more damage, and the other guy gets, you know, flustered, and now he's got, you know, these 2 Warp Prisms going around the map. And how will Dr. Pluto fare up against multi-prong attacks, especially when he's going mainly Banelings and Lings against Archon? He's not transitioning. He's not changing up his gameplay in any way. Yes.
What is Zerg's most effective counter versus Mass Archon, though?
I think Archons, I mean, you want to get Swarm Hosts are really good because they keep the distance. Broodlords are good. Obviously, you don't want to get them right away. A lot of Roaches are good as long as they don't have mass. Now, we're only talking 2 of them at a time. You obviously don't want to go mass Roaches into mass Archons. But Roaches, since they're relatively cheap to get and you're only dealing with 2, maybe 4 Archons and are split in 2 different ways, you know, you get 10 Roaches, you can smack down these guys very quickly. Or you can just put up some defense like the guy has done here, and he's got adequate amount of queens. I think he's got enough here, but in terms of the big end goal battle, he's going to want to keep his distance and stay away from these Archons. He doesn't want any splash damage at all. It's going to
it's going to be bad time. Yeah, absolutely terrible. I mean,
lurkers.
I think no matter true. I think no matter what, he needs to work just like with anything against Archons. You need to be able to hopefully fight him in choke points. This is not a choke point.
Well, this is bad for him. He doesn't go here with these Lings. He can't take any Banelings into these as well.
No.
I just don't see him winning. I mean, here comes a big drop. But they're like, they have these Archons literally have to be in a ball.
Don't underestimate the power of the 5 full Overlords worth of Banelings.
No.
That's a lot of damage.
It's a lot of damage.
Whether or not it shields, like that's...
Don't underestimate the power of Archons.
Oh, dude, you better start dropping before... Oh, God.
Yeah, they're just going to soak him up.
Yeah, rip.
That's the problem, man. He didn't change up the game plan. He saw Archons, and he still decided to get Lings and Banelings, and that's natural. I mean, here's the thing. He's going, okay, I need to get these banelings in order to attack.
Yeah.
You can't attack, though. You're being attacked from two different angles from Archons. You're under a lot of pressure, and you see that he's going Archons. So you need to tell yourself, okay, this is going to be a long game. I need to not tech as if I need to go and attack as soon as possible. I need to just build up some defense, hold off these attacks.
Get to a counter that of Archons.
Yes, you just need to play slow.
Yeah.
And he was still playing as if he needed to go, but you needed to stay.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just defend, but just didn't work out for him. Well, as we thought it was going to go, Mind Control.
Steamrolled
3-0. Dr. Pluto or Plateau. We got to give him props. He got second place. He's going to get himself a JORD Woodwatch gift card of $100, I do believe, and also a
3-month Xsplit card.
Yeah, 3-month Xsplit card. And Mind Control going to go home with the big JORD gift card of, I do believe, $150 or $200. I have to double check, but one of the two. And he's also going to get some Xsplit swag as well. And he's also going to go down for having one of the most exciting games.
Oh, it was sick.
In the recent years.
That was sick. That was a sick game.
Very, very fun game. And that was definitely the peak of the tournament. We had a couple of decent games sprinkled beyond that, but that series definitely was the GOAT. So yeah, there it is. Another big shout out. Huge thank you to JORD Woodwatches. This is your last announcement to get 10% off using that promo code BOUS for a Valentine's gift. And then, of course, Xsplit, if you guys are planning on getting into streaming, make sure to go check them out. You can try them out for free, or you can go ahead and get your self, try it for 3 months, 6 months, lifetime, whatever you want to do.
That's right.
Go check them out. Xsplit, big shout out and thank you. And a big thank you to everybody on YouTube. Don't forget those giveaways in the description of the video. If you're watching this on the stream right now, we're about to do some giveaways. So don't leave quite yet.
Sit tight.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. It looks like we're going to have an event possibly second week of February, and we may have another one in the third week or the fourth week of February.
It could be a packed February.
Yeah, so we might have 2 events next month, but we'll let you guys know when the time comes. But we want to thank you guys again, and our sponsors. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Peace.